I'm from Nigeria. Since I left Nigeria, I've been in road since over 1 year, getting to 2 years. I've been in road from Nigeria to Niger, from Niger to Algeria. You know, Algeria has a very big landmarks. Algeria is the highest landmarks. Before you can pass Algeria desert, you might die for road. You know, easy. You always see dead bodies from Algeria to Morocco. Morocco, just you can be feeding yourself, but you can't earn money. It's not in Morocco. You can't work in Morocco. There is no work there. Some people die in the sea. Almost 80 people die during swimming. I swim. I take the risk. I swim. But I thank God I make it. Me, I'm dreaming to be in United States, United Kingdom, anywhere. You know, I'm an African man. I can do whatever. I can do anything.
Okay, guys. I hope that you guys heard this young man's true life story. The reason why I want to share this story is because, remember, I posted a video, I think 1 week ago or so, about how somebody was online telling people that he can send 30 million naira every month from abroad. Well, you can send 30 million naira every month from abroad, and you have been there for 20 years. Because for you to send 30 million naira, that means you are making more than 50, 60 million naira abroad. In that case, after paying your bills and after your expenses, then you send 30 million. And when you send 30 million, at least you have some money also that you are using to, you know, to hype yourself. Because anybody that is making 30 million, or anybody that is sending 30 million naira every month in Nigeria is a very big boy. If you are telling people to sell their house, I saw also another person who said, sell your house, sell everything that you are doing. You know, you don't need to stay in Nigeria. Nigeria is not good for you. Find a way to abroad that you are made. If you find yourself in abroad, you are made. But the truth is, those are the people that are making people to enter road. You know, you heard what he said. He said while he was on desert, he's seeing people corpses. You know, he's seeing people corpses in the desert. And those people, their parents, their siblings, their friends are still believing they are still alive without knowing that those people have already died. You have to also understand that this is a journey of no return. The moment you start this journey, you either buy or you leave. Now, reason why people are taking all this unnecessary risk is because of what people are saying online. People like us, when we come to tell you the truth about what Europe is all about, what abroad is all about, what diaspora is all about, you see some people telling us, keep quiet, it's because you have to make money, this and that. I have never for one day asked anybody not to travel abroad. But all I'm saying is, if you are doing something here in Nigeria, I'm talking about people who are doing well. Because you can see people who are doing well and somebody will, you know, that pisses me off when you say, sell everything that you have, come to abroad and you are made. How? When you know that 70, 75, 80% of people living abroad are struggling. 75% to 80% of Nigerians in abroad are struggling. Now you are giving people hope to sell what they have. People in abroad are working. I said it. It took me 7 years to build my house in the village to roof level. 7 good years because I was working 12 hours, Sunday to Sunday. If I don't get job on Sunday, I felt like my company betrayed me. You can imagine when you are working Sunday to Sunday, 12 hours. Some of the job, I will stay like this because I was working as a security man. Some of the job, I will stay like this, 12 good hours, non-stop. I will have only 30 minutes break. And still, if I don't get job on Sunday, I feel bad, I feel pain. That is how far people go to make money abroad. And someone will just from nowhere, because maybe I don't know how you manage to get that money. Of course, maybe you manage to get your money from other ways, and you come on social media and start telling people that you are sending 30 million every month. And someone will come on social media, open his mouth and say, guys, sell your house. If you have 30 million naira, brother, use it to come to abroad. Use it to come to abroad. How? So you don't know that person that has 30 million naira can, if you use this well, if you put the effort that you want to put in abroad, inside that 30 million naira, do you know what you can make on it? If you put the effort that you want to put in when you get abroad, you know, a lot of people don't understand that they thought that in abroad, when you get to abroad, that you will start plugging money from the street. That is what a lot of people thought. A lot of people thought maybe when they are on the streets of Vienna, California, London, Paris, Madrid, Amsterdam, Frankfurt that there's money on the street, or you just laugh and then the money will start coming, or you laugh, money will start coming. You have to understand there are so many obstacles. There are so many obstacles in abroad. I'm talking about people that are doing well, because those people that are on social media telling you guys to sell everything that you have to come to abroad, that person is doing his own content. That is his own content. That is how he wants people to know him. He just wants to hype. He wants to hype so that you guys will know him by only the kind of, yeah, my content is here. You know, come to abroad. You come to abroad. Come to abroad. That same person, if you eventually sell that your house, 20, 30 million. 30 million that you use to do something else. Or you eventually sell everything that you have. The moment you enter that place that guy is, you call him on the phone, he will switch his phone off. I want you guys to understand one thing, and that thing is this. No matter what you are doing, no matter what you are doing, no matter where you are, the problem we have is everybody is looking for egombute, quick money. And that's why we ran away. Someone said, okay, why did you move to abroad when you moved? I said to that person, I lost my parents. I lost my parents while I was still tender age. We don't have anything, nothing. My elder brothers are doing nothing. I was also doing nothing. I was playing football. It's not like, because someone said, how much did you spend when you travel? Now, let me make it clear. The only money I spent when I travel was visa fee. I will say that story when I want to say it. The only money I spent is visa fee. I did not pay even an agent. I did not even pay somebody, a third party. I took my passport because I was opportune to have an auntie. My mother's younger brother's wife was the one that took me to her brother. I was opportune for him to help me out. That is how I managed to travel. I did not pay one dime. The only money I paid, I said it again, is visa fee and my ticket fee, which my in-law pays for me, ticket to travel to abroad. Now, one thing people don't understand is this. I remember while I was in deportation camp, in Slovakia, I said to them, please send me back to Nigeria, because I came to Austria and I was like, what am I doing here? You can imagine the first time I entered, I was like, what am I doing? Is this not the abroad they are talking about? What am I doing here? I wanted to run to London. I end up in Slovakia, where I wanted to travel to London. They took me to the deportation camp and I stayed in the deportation camp for 3 months. I was pleading for them to send me back to Nigeria. You can imagine how far I can go to come back to Nigeria then. Now, let me give you guys another example. I married 2010. We did not speak about anything about abroad. I moved back to Nigeria 2011. It's a fact that everybody can see, people that knows me. I was staying in Nigeria more 2011 to 2018 when things were rough. I said to my family, we are going back to Austria. And we moved back to Austria 2019. I moved 2018, worked for 3 months, applied for my family. 2019, June, my family came over. Now, 2025, God blessed us. We decided to move back to Nigeria. It shows you that from beginning, you go England, prefer here. But it's just the circumstances that made me to move. Yeah? Now, I moved. And when things were okay for me, it's not that I'm rich. I'm not rich. Because there are people who are 100% richer than me. There are people who are making 1,000,000% money than what I'm making. But I personally feel like I want to stay in Nigeria. All of us will not run away. Now, if I see, while I was in abroad, I said I wanted to come back. I asked them to deport me back to Nigeria. Slovakia said no, because I have an asylum in Austria, so I have to go back to Austria. Now, let me tell you guys how this thing happened now. In this life, if you no go, you no know. 90% of my set, 95% of my set when I came to Austria, 2004, 95% of my colleagues, the people that I arrived Austria with, 2004, 90% of them are still struggling to today. 90% short, I will put it to 95% are still struggling to today. It's only 5% that made it. Now you see somebody, 95% of them, 70% of them are regretting why did they ever go there. 60% of them are not yet married. You can imagine when somebody is heading to 50 years and he's not yet married. You can imagine when someone is 55, 60, he's not yet married. That is the disadvantage of abroad. The good thing about abroad is if you are not doing anything, like me when I left, if you are not doing anything, if you are struggling from hand to mouth, if your family members are, if you look at your family and nothing is going on there, if things are rough from beginning to end, move. But I hate it when people say, sell your house. I hate when people say, sell everything that you are doing. Somebody that is making 1 million naira a month after expenses. You see online people saying, you making 1 million naira. What are you doing in Nigeria after expenses? Somebody, they ask somebody, if you are making 1 million naira after expenses a month in Nigeria, will you leave that thing that you are doing that is giving you 1 million naira after expenses in Nigeria to move to abroad? That person said, what is 1 million naira? What is he doing in Nigeria? But the truth is, if you are making 1 million naira after expenses, if you double your hustle, if you double your energy, your strength, the way you will double it when you come to abroad, you will be making 4 or 5 million naira after expenses in that particular business or whatever that you are doing that is giving you 1 million naira here in Nigeria after expenses. But the problem is, a lot of people believe that no. Abroad is abroad. Of course, as I said, if you are not doing anything, brother, run. If you are not doing anything, you can move. But I hate it when I see online people saying, sell everything and move to abroad. Use 30 million naira, move to abroad. What are you doing when you have 30 million naira and you still in Nigeria? Brother, that pisses me off. What are you doing in Nigeria when you have 30 million naira? Can't you use that money? Give it to agent and move to UK, Canada, or US that you are made. My brothers and sisters, not everybody that speak online you will listen to. If people that live abroad tell you their story, you will understand that there is a difference between Egbe and Egbe. That does not mean people are not making it in abroad. People are making it in abroad. And also understand that even as people are making it abroad, people are also making it in Nigeria. So with that 30 million that somebody is telling you to give agent, brother, don't say I did not tell you. Because you will say your story, you will tell your story by yourself. You can see this man. The reason why he took this journey was because of what people are saying online. Anyway, guys, for now, I don't want to say much. This house is for sale. If you want this house, call me on this number and we'll be glad to be there for you. Yeah, all these houses are for sale. This one, somebody has already bought, have moved in, and some of them there also. So have been sold. Some of them have been sold. So call me today and call me on this number and we'll be glad to be your vendor. Thank you guys. I remain blessed.